are Margaret's descendants. All right, let me sign on to. Oh, you know what? I think I changed this automatically to go public on Facebook, but let me double check. Ugh, what is
How
that?
you doing, cuz?
I am doing great. I am doing great. It is great to see you guys. Let me see if we can make these screens a little bit more bigger. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, let me take this chat off. I can probably use the chat. Uh, okay. Okay. Hide overlay chat. Uh, okay, so what I will do is when y'all speaking, I will just make y'all big. I should be able to transfer. Okay, say something, Bip.
Hey, hey.
Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah, I can just put you
Yeah,
in and out. Okay, so that is what we'll do. This, I just want
yeah. That's cool right there.
that's cool right there, Bip.
The one where we was on the side.
This, okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, all right. Okay, let me see. I see there are a couple of people already on. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the podcast today. We were late because I had a meeting. I had a previous obligation that just jumped. Well, it was like an emergency meeting or whatever. But thank you guys for chiming in. Give me one moment. Just let me make sure that we are set on public on Facebook and Bip, I'm gonna have you open up. Okay, we okay. Yeah, it did start on public. I changed that last week. I didn't know if it worked. So, some one of the changes that I made on the platform that I haven't been doing, like I said I was going to do. I definitely want to open up with prayer with everything that's going on in this country and within our communities and just within our family unit itself. So, definitely want to open up with prayer. If I could have you, Bip, open up with prayer for us, I
Definitely,
greatly.
definitely. Father, I just thank you. I just thank you for your word. I just thank you for every day, and I thank you for every breath. I thank you for the opportunity that prayer is going out for everyone that has an ear to hear. Father, everyone that has an ear to hear, help them to know that Jesus is Lord, and may we
Yes.
stand in the name of Jesus and receiving in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Yes, 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 yes. You can't go wrong with prayer. So, my thing today is, baby. So the people is talking smack about the fight. So let me get on here and show y'all this video I had to play. I mean, I had to like go there because I'm like, okay, so Chancey, you know we from a gambling family, right?
Right.
So we know that when you gamble, you ain't guaranteed to win. We know that, right?
Yeah, but the people who gamble sometimes gamble with their heart and not with knowledge.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah.
So we gonna school them on this, but let y'all see this post that let me share my screen first. Hold on. I gotta go back in here. I got so many damn windows open.
Joy, turn your phone sideways a little bit.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, yeah, a little more. Yep,
Let,
there you go. There
now
you go.
let me find out. Bip, let me find out. Bip is the narrating over here, getting the visual together. Go ahead, Bip. I am not mad. Fought his ass off. He won decisively. Okay, so this is the video I posted after I seen all the comments and everything. Okay, so let's address the fight last night. First of all, it was a great fight. Bud fought his ass off. He won decisively, unanimously. Yes, we lost thousands betting on the fight. The thing about gambling is if everybody was a winner, it wouldn't be a gamble. So please look up the definition of gambling. Bud went up in weight. Bud fought an opponent that only had 10 fights. I didn't know he had 365 amateur fights under his belt, but the guy was big and strong, and Bud said that in the ring. So if y'all bet money and lost, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Don't bet if you don't want to take a chance. Not everybody wins. Bud, you fought your ass off. You won unanimously, and I'm looking forward to putting my bread on you the next time. Okay, so that was okay. So let me close out of this. So that was my response, and because I am a descendant of Mabel Coleman, and we was gambling. Grand taught us how to gamble with cookies, girl. That's how we learned how to count. We learned how to count money by gambling. We wasn't even in school yet. She taught us how to gamble. We played with them windmill cookies, them buttercup cookies. That was the pot. You put one or two in, you counted whatever you had. That was our introduction to counting. So my thing was that people were just talking so much smack, just going in and all of that. You said my mic is echoing. Let me see. Oh, you know what? It might be echoing from. All right, is it still echoing? A little bit. All right, let me turn this off then. Okay, what about now? We cool? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
So the thing is that I just kept hearing people saying, "Well, yeah, I did it," and that's on my butt. So the thing is, so I bet $1,000 on the fight. So I bet that he knocked him out between 7 and 12. Then I was gonna go back and bet $200 more to cover the early ring, but I didn't do my research. Now I will say that I realized afterwards, but I still thought that he been in there, he had knockouts for the past 7 years. So I bet $1,000. I lost. So that night I was like, damn, but I was so glad that he still won. Yeah. I was elated that he still won, and that Bomac brought home 2 undisputed champions that have never lost a fight. So my big thing about that video was that if you don't have it to lose it, don't bet it.
Yeah.
Don't bet it. And don't blame Bud. I mean, he was in a tough fight.
Yeah.
So both of you guys were at the fight. Chancey, Ronald Coleman. So how was it? Because you two are so animated. I just love it.
First of all, I'd like to address the art of gambling as far as it comes to the fight. Now, while we had a layover in Denver, so during the layover, my son's old promoter of Destiny Fighting, he asked me. He said, "So what are you betting?" I said, "Well, last time I took the fight over 8 rounds and a knockout, right?" So he asked me about this guy. He said, "So what round you think he gonna knock him out in?" I said, "Because the straight money on Crawford is not that much. You got to go with whether it's going to be a decision, a knockout, how many rounds." I said, "You got to parlay it, right?" And he asked me. He said, "What round do you think he's gonna knock him out in?" I said, "I don't know if he's gonna knock him out." He said, "Why do you say that?" I said, "Because these type of guys, Russians, Iranians, whatever they are," I said, "you pretty much got to kill them to stop the fight." I said, and people don't remember, Bud started at 130.
Right.
He started at 130, and there was a fight at 135. And the 135 pounder, if he won that fight, was going to be able to fight for a title. And Bud was at 130, and he said, "I'll take the fight." So Bud took the fight at 130 to 135, and he beat the guy that was at 35, and that put Bud in position to win his first title at 135. So, that's where it all started.
Okay. So if we're not being too intrusive, how did you bet the fight?
I didn't. Okay. I was gonna take it. If there was a knockout, it would have had to been in the 11th or 12th round, and I didn't want to wait that long. I didn't really think it was gonna knock him out, because I mean the weight is an issue, but people don't understand that Jamel Charlo is at 54. Other guys are at 54, right? And they have belts, right?
Right.
None of them wanted to fight this guy.
Right. And like
people just automatically assumed that this guy was going to lay down. Look, this guy openly said that I am a fan of Terrence. He's my hero. You think he was going to lay down?
Right.
But that tell you why Charlo and the other so-called 54 guys didn't want to fight this guy. He was real.
And the regular 54s didn't want no part of it. Right. That's a great point.
So you take You take Crawford, who started out at 130. This guy is a natural 54 pounder. He comes down from like 170. So Crawford came up basically 25 pounds. This guy's coming down 15 or 16. I'm not making excuses, but if you ask me about who won the fight, Crawford won the fight hands down.
Right.
I had Crawford winning 10 out of 12 rounds because it was like some people that were next to me. They said, "Well, how do you know he won the round?" I said, I count the punches." They said, "You do?" I said, "I actually count the punches that land." They said, "You do?" I said, "Of course." I said, I'm not just guessing.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Biff said, "I'm counting the punches that land." So you were there with Joy. That is your twin right there, right below you.
Hey, that's my road dog.
Yeah, y'all travel and go to the fights. Joy, tell us about the experience. I mean, just the whole thing. When I seen how they came out. Okay, so they my son told me that these are he said the princes, they are the ones who, I mean, just coming out. It was a production. It wasn't a boxing match. It was a whole
show.
production.
That's what me and Dad kept saying. Like, he is not fighting on Top Rank. He's not fighting on TV. He is fighting at an event. And it was most definitely an event. They had fireworks. We had a whole concert after the fight card. Eminem shouted Terrence out. We all sitting on the edge of our seats. Sean Porter reporting, like, literally a couple of feet behind us. Like, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Okay. So did y'all have anybody? Because I know when you guys went to the fight in Texas, was it Vegas? The last one y'all went to was in Vegas. Okay, so I know when you guys went there, y'all had all kind of spins, fans, and anything, and you kind of had to like give them that look, like I can shut you down by just pointing you to the ring. So did y'all have anybody like that in y'all area?
Well, not really. We had some fans in our area that just didn't have a clue. They were about money. The people that were around us, they were rich, right? So check this out. We had tickets, and they ended up setting us up in a better way. You know, I don't really want to go into it, but I'm gonna share with you where we were. They have a VIP aisle on the floor. They like, "You guys are on the floor." I say, "What?" So we get to the floor, and Joy shares with us our seats are A2, right? If you saw the fight and you saw the ring area that was in black, right? Mm-hmm. We were 3 steps away from the ring area. We were at ringside. So the experience, as far as the superstars, the old fighters, it was like every time somebody walked down the aisle, they had the cameras flashing. And my daughter Joy, she was like, "Who's that, Dad? Who's that, Dad?" And they all just walked in front of us. I mean, so it's like it was like, to get to our seats, we had to come down the VIP aisle. And I said, "Joy, we walking to the ring." I said, "Is this crazy?" And then I mean, it's like when I got back to work, the guys at work, they were like, "Ron, I saw you. You were at ringside?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "That was my daughter."
Johnny called and asked me. He said, "Well, people was telling me they saw Chancey on there." I was like, "I ain't seen no Chancey," but yeah, people was telling me they saw Chancey on there. But I'm gonna go back to what you said, Biff, real quick. But I do want to shout out some people. Y'all know we shout people out in real time. Look like Gene Pendergrass was the first one on. Thank you for joining, Gene. Shamar Atkins, we got you for a show. We got you, Sanji Allen. Hey, welcome, Sanji. Welcome, Sanji. We got Mary B. Barnes from St. Louis. Welcome, welcome. Denise Coleman. Y'all know her, Denicia Coleman. Okay, and so Shamar, you had you said he looked slow. He didn't look slow. The thing is, when you study someone, no different than football, no different than wrestling, no different from when the pitcher is throwing the ball to someone who hits the ball above 500. They're going to switch it up a little bit. The reason that, for one, Mr. Coleman said when they're from Ukraine, Russia and things like that, they just is built a different way. I mean, we all seen it in a Sylvester Stallone movie. That shit is real. They built in it. They are not going down. You have to beat them the hell down for them to throw in the flag. They don't believe in throwing in the towel. They're gonna keep getting up, keep getting up. The thing is, what I will give Israel credit for, and discipline. Chancellor, you know this is big discipline. That man changed his whole style of fighting so he could be competitive with. But because we know he swing like this and wide open, and a couple of times he did, he paid for it. So he wasn't. Bud wasn't slow at all. Bud had studied.
Bud is intelligent.
The man, exactly, and the man came in. Ain't no sense in doing this shit. Fighting. Yeah, you have to strategically, and the guy was strong as hell. Bud admitted it in the fight. But when that man changed his whole, do you know how disciplined you have to be to change the whole way that you box? He slipped up a couple of times, and Bud got his ass.
Yeah. Go ahead, Joy.
No, I was just saying, Bud is smart. People have to understand, like, just because it wasn't a knockout, that doesn't mean like, oh, he lost. But it's like, if you're really a boxing fan and you know the sport of boxing and how to calculate the punches, did he land this, did he not land that? Then people will kind of come around like, oh yeah, Bud really did win this fight.
Right, and he really did win it. I mean, it was never. The one thing that I hated, and Bib, if you watch, see, you was there in real life, so I'm listening to the commentators. As the fight is going, the way, I mean, anytime that Israel threw a punch, I mean, they just went crazy. I was like, and then I was like, oh, then Crawford, boom, boom, when he did those 3 uppercuts, I've never seen no shit like that. I've been watching boxing since Ali.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, I was like, damn, that shit was, I was like, damn, and Johnny was like, oh, damn. But yeah, I don't like how, and you know, Porter was on their ass. So Porter was like, no, yeah, I got Bud. I got him with 2 matches. I got him with this. But they just like undersold the and like Israel wasn't throwing body punches. Body punches knock people out. That's what people don't understand, that don't know what boxing is. If this is shut down, this ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing with this. If this here is, if you like that, you're not doing. These don't mean shit if you can't throw them.
Yeah.
If you can't
throw them. I'm glad you shared that, because I had some statistics that I wanted to share for some people who are haters. I mean, Bud had haters before he became who he was, and you're not going to be able to satisfy everyone. So him having a lesser performance, considering what he did before, his performance wasn't less, it was lesser than his standard, right? So he's going to have even more haters because the individuals weren't pleased, and that's on them. That ain't on Bud. But I'm gonna share a few stats. Bud started his knockout streak in 2016. He had 11 knockouts in a row for 8 years. 8 years. I mean, that's unprecedented. Never happened before. I mean, I even looked up some old guy named Clark. He had 44 knockouts in 1958 to 1960. But that was like that. You got 40-some fights in 2 years. They wasn't real. But I'm telling you, Bud had 11 knockouts in 8 years. And when he had those fights, when people say, well, he may not have been fighting this opponent or that opponent, they were championship fights. They wasn't no regular fights.
Right.
He knocked out 11 dudes that was fighting for a belt.
For belts. That's that right there, for belts.
Hey, Crawford is the best fighter ever. Floyd made more money. Crawford is the best fighter ever. I love Ali. I love Sugar Ray. I love Pernell, really. But there's only one person that I would ever put second to Crawford, and that's Sugar Ray Robinson, because in his day, he had 201 fights, and he fought basically just to eat that night. It's like he might have a fight just so that he could eat. He never had a lot of money, right? But he had 201 fights and 109 knockouts. But just say if he fought at 145, He had fights at about 180 and 190. He fought anybody. So other than that, Bud's the best.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. And there is no denying that. There is no denying that, no matter what your stance is. I mean, it's real as hell. The man got in there. And just like when I interviewed Bomac a couple of months ago, and we were talking about going up in weight. And so many people think that I said people don't know, like, going up what, and Chancey, you know, from being a wrestler, going up in weight, what that means for the person, that when you're used to wrestling or boxing at a certain, like, people are like, oh, it's only 5 pounds, why you won't go up 6 pounds? That is huge. But they don't have the understanding, they don't know the mentality or the sportsmanship or anything that about the sport. All they're doing is spectating.
Yeah, you know, the guy was at 54, right? He comes down from almost 170. That's 16 pounds, right? And so Bud fought a guy, like, people think this guy's a scrub. Oh, by the way, Bud took his belt. I mean, he took his belt. I mean, what else you got to do? What else you got to do? He took his belt.
And that's what I said on my post. I was just like, you know what? You know, Bud did his thing. I said, they came home with 2 champions, 2 undisputed. Bud's got 4 belts. He made history again. Again, he made history. And again, it goes with the betting. We come from a betting, gambling family. If you can't afford to lose it, then don't bet it. So if you really love Bud Crawford and think he is the best fighter, then you could have simply voted. You could have simply betted that he win the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you could have simply did.
If they want to win a bet, even though I'm not voting, bet on Kamala Harris, because she gonna win by a landslide. But that's another topic.
Oh no, we don't talk about Kamala today.
She gonna. Well, I'm gonna say it. She gonna blow Trump's ass out. I mean, you know, that's just something else. But yeah, she gonna blow his ass
we gonna talk about Sister Harris today. Yes. Let me see. I got Sanji Allen said Denise Annette said that yes, y'all are VIPs. That's why y'all was up in the section. Sanji Allen said, right. Gene Pendergrass said, I was watching a Facebook video of a local woman at the fight as they introduced the fighters. When they announced Crawford's opponent, people started booing loudly. She said in a firm voice, we don't boo, we don't boo, we don't boo. The crowd around her listened and calmed down. That was the power of one positive Omaha woman, letting the crowd know that they could be respectful. And it paid off. Yes.
First thing Dad said, I hope they don't boo this guy.
Now I won't boo the hell out of Trump, but like for a competitive thing like that, then no, you give respect. That man worked. But Chancey, this is what I thought you was gonna say when you said, and by the way, because this would mess me up after right when they was telling, introducing the boxers, and they said he has 10. So I was just going by the 10. I said, oh, Buzz is gonna tear his ass up. Then they said, by the way, he has.
I think you broke up a little bit.
They said he has 365 average.
Oh yeah. I mean, but Chantella, that's how they make a living. They fight forever. They trying to get out the ghetto. He had that many.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. So, what other thing that you guys experience? Because you guys travel together and do all that. I just love it. The father and daughter just getting on the road. They meet in the city, y'all, and they go from there and they do whatever the hell they got to do. So, what about this fight was different from the last fight? Was it? How was it? I mean, the crowd. I know last time the crowd was electrifying, but I mean, that's what I got to ask y'all.
Joy, you go first.
I just thought it was amazing. It was just our seats. But I just kept saying, like, Dad, oh my God, he made it. I'm like, Dad, this dude, because last time, like when he fought Smith, it's like, oh my God, he made it. But at this production, I said, oh my God, Saudi Arabia, are we in Saudi Arabia? Like, what's going on? Are we here? Like, it was just, I was just like, yo, he made it for real.
Well, you know that they are extra and they don't mind spending money, and that was
they gave away a car.
Clearly.
They gave away a car. They gave away a car at the fight.
Yeah,
so it was crazy. It was crazy.
Hey, and said some little white lady that was sitting next to me. She was like, "Well, I don't understand why they're doing it." I said, "They're promoting."
Literally.
She said, "Promoting what?" She said, "Promoting what?" I said, "Their product."
their brand. They promote their brand.
But when you asked what was the difference from this fight and last fight and what was so special? Our seats.
Oh, right.
You talk about being right there. I mean, everybody that was somebody, we were right there. I'm telling you, it was nice. It was beautiful. It was like we got so much out of it. We got a concert. I mean, we went to an Eminem concert. Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
The announcer missed the mark on introducing Eminem. I said, yeah, that's not your forte. Stick to a ring announcement. When he was introducing Eminem, I said, oh, you missed the whole damn mark. You just said, he didn't miss the whole mark. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Hey, George, tell them what we ate when we was there.
Girl, Auntie.
Hey, this is at the fight.
This was different. This was at the fight. We literally had a steak and shrimp skewer bowl. It had hummus in it, rice, the pita bread. Like it was just off the chain. It was on a whole nother level.
Y'all had that at the fight.
At the fight.
That's how good of a promotion. I mean, we had big giant steak. We had steaks on the stick with shrimp sauteed with rice and everything in a bowl. Rubbing at the fight.
Yeah.
Look, y'all said y'all was with the rich folks.
Oh yeah, I mean, the comedians, the people that was in Wakanda or whatever that
Time Machine.
Yeah, Time Machine. I mean, all the people just right there with us, and I was like, wow, yeah. But you know what? I think they looked at us and said, wow, look at them. You know,
right. They was like, they rich too. Look.
I will share one more thing. I mean, because you know, I'm not a fan of Al Heyman. Yeah. So,
I had tall white dude. Oh, I can't
no. The black promoter that never wanted to give Terrence his due and tried to, chip him and all of that. So I had on my North Omaha Boys Club shirt on, right?
We know you did.
Okay.
And so, check this out. Hey, cuz, I was walking back to my seat and I saw him, right? And I wasn't gonna say nothing. He walked up to me and tapped me on my shoulder. He said, Omaha. And I said, yeah, North Omaha Boys Club. He was like, yeah, Omaha. I said, what? And I'm like, I didn't like him, but I think he all right now.
Wait a minute, Bip. He wanted to do all that talking smack about and then was bungee jumping from your scrotum because you had on the Omaha shirt.
Yeah.
He did a bungee jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for those of you who did not see the let me see, here it is right here. Yeah, the entrance was a show of its own. I'm gonna play a clip from the entrance was a show of its own. I was just like, let me get out of here. I was like, I said, oh, and my son kept saying, oh yeah, Mama, the Saudis is doing that. I said, oh, you can tell. I mean, first of all, Eminem. Look, Eminem. That right there, Eminem. That right there is a whole big old That was crazy. So let's look at Crawford. Walking out here. We're gonna fast forward into that's just his game face. I just wanted to show everybody the game face, but when he came out, oh wait a minute, I gotta let the ring announcer because he did do his job on the Crawford thing. Eminem was Let's look at that. Amazing. But I knew it was going to be a huge thing when I seen the trailer. The trailer was like a whole movie.
Right. They talked
The
about
trailer
that
was like a
beforehand.
whole movie. I was like, all right, where you at, bud? Where you at? Where you at, bud? When I seen that riser, I was like, oh my God.
Okay, the risers took me out.
Yeah, that's what made me destroy. I was like, what? I was like, what? Let me go. I gotta get to this riser. I was just like, Let me see. Here he come. Here he comes. Look at him. They did that. Honey, they did that. The fire, the big 1,000-foot screen in the back, they did that. So, Biff, I got a question that I need to ask you.
Yeah.
I just wanted everybody to see that was a whole production. It's different from doing the show, and it's different from doing production. This was a whole damn production. Look at the fireworks, y'all. Now that is what you call a whole production. That is a production right there in itself. So
look, hey, the wife looking at that for the first time. She like, wow.
Yeah. It was nice. I was like, damn, but some of that's that Saudi money, mama, that's that oil money.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask you about, because they definitely made emphasis. Let me put the camera on you, Beb, because this is directly for you. And Joy, if you know anything about it, tap in. So they definitely talked about and put emphasis on the gloves that he usually used, Everest, and he changed his gloves. So I don't know if he got a contract with somebody or what. Was it because of the weight, the change in weight? So what was going on? Because they definitely put emphasis on that.
Well, I mean, one thing that they do, they try and have inherent excuses. So it's like one of the fighters had mentioned about Bud's gloves 2 fights ago, right? And they always find a way to try and discredit him. And the guy, all he does is show up. And when he came out to Everest, of course, you want to get paid. That's a sponsor, right?
Right.
So you come out and they will reap the benefit of a superstar coming out with their.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was a sponsorship, but as far as if the gloves weren't perfect, were they heavy, were they not up to par or whatever, the sanctioned body will not allow you to come in the ring without defective equipment. You get me?
Right.
So yeah, no, I mean that's just the naysayers. That's just the naysayers.
No, I didn't hear anybody say anything about that. I was just curious for myself. I know that if you
they did 2 fights ago.
They did what?
Yeah.
What'd you say they did?
No, go ahead. I missed. Yeah.
No, I was just wondering, did he have, I don't know, there was no names on the gloves. They was beautiful though. They was metallic, like gold and green. So I was wondering if you knew if he had a contract or a sponsorship with someone else. I didn't know what type of gloves he did have on. So that's what I was wondering.
Can't say for sure, but if I had to guess, I would believe that the sponsorship was for all of that, because everything on was
okay. Because at the beginning of the fight, they said he would not be boxing with Everest gloves on.
Right.
So yeah, so that's why I was just wondering if he had yes, again, we have 2 people that were in the house in the VIP section. I didn't even know before I got on this call that y'all was just right up there, because people was calling me saying, did you see Biff? I said, no, I didn't see no Biff. They said, well, Biff was at the I said, I know he at the fight. No, we seen him. Johnny told my people was calling me, told me they seen Biff. I was like, oh my God, the Victor tried to do something extra.
Okay, trying to do too much.
You know, Joy, move your phone over a little. Okay. Oh, shoot. So what is you and your dad's next trip? First of all, how's the baby doing?
Girl, the baby is busy. She in gymnastics.
Okay.
Simone sent
like her mama was.
Yep, Simone sent them some leotards, so she just been doing her thing. She's doing great. She starts school next week. But our
You
next,
talking about Simone Biles?
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, sent them some leotards to the OK.
Okay, stop playing. Okay,
2036.
y'all
Watch
is
out for my
VIP
baby.
for
We
real.
going to the Olympics 2036. I'm gonna just
I
put
know
that out
that's
there.
right. I know, claim it right now.
But our next trip will be at the Nebraska versus USC game. I think it's November 16th in LA.
Oh, okay.
That's our next.
So, Bip, are you going to the Nebraska Colorado game?
Hi, Bip.
Trying to get to, they have not released they have not released tickets to the public. They've only released tickets to the boosters for the Nebraska Colorado game. It is considered a blackout game.
Oh, well, on the Colorado side, there's seats on the Colorado side. Me and Bucks was gonna get tickets last week.
Yeah, but the thing is, they even they are, you have to be a booster for that as well. Other than that, because Andre became a Colorado resident last year so that we could go to the Nebraska Colorado game last year. And they called him to see if he wanted them, but they thought he was already a booster. So they said, yeah, we've already released our tickets to the boosters already. But to the public, they have not released them.
So he didn't act like he was a booster?
Okay.
They thought he had them already. They said, what games are you interested in?
Girl, he did not. But Andre, you square ass baby. Let me tell you how Coleman when he did it. Bip, you call me Andre.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. This is the ticket offer. We're wondering if there are any games that you're interested in to attend this year.
Ticket offers from where?
Colorado Boosters Club.
Oh yeah. Did you? I want to go to the Nebraska game. I want to go to the UCLA game. So when can I get the tickets?
Yeah.
He probably like, oh no. I'm like, oh yes. It's great being a booster. Look,
yeah.
What the advantages are? Oh no, I would have played that shit and been like, oh yeah, I would have definitely said Nebraska and Colorado. So even though the tickets are showing, so we can't buy them. Because I was like, I'm not paying.
No, if they're showing, go ahead and get them.
Yeah, because they had them right at the probably the it was almost right in the end zone for $225.
Yeah, because my mom said she saw some for like $185 because Drake said they were like $250. Which ones did you see?
There's like $225, $275, something like that, but they were great seats. Yeah. Well, I'm about to tell Butts we about to get our tickets.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you find them, let me know where they at, and I'll get ours. I'll get me and Joy's.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just get them all together.
Yeah.
We'll just get them all together. Okay. So Joy said, y'all, next thing is the UCLA. Isn't it nice just having a daughter, a USC, a daughter that's interested in sports? Bit.
Hey, you know what? and we know where we're going to park because the soccer stadium is across the street from the Coliseum.
So you already ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You ready? You know, lock and loaded.
Yeah.
So let us see the baby, Joy. I heard her say hi, Bip.
Come here. She's talking about, excuse me, Bip. Okay, Bip is ready to say hey, Auntie Shan. Come on, come say hi.
Excuse me.
Hey, Dirt. What's up, Dirt? Yeah.
Excuse me, Bip.
Yeah.
Chili too.
Oh yeah. Oh, Joy, tell her to do it. She'll do it. Hey, tell her to do the chili too.
Do you chili too? You're not
chili too.
You're on camera. We're not feeling
chili too.
Chili too.
There it is.
That's a Coleman thing. Y'all can ask us about it after the show. That's a Coleman thing. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Kamala Harris. So yesterday she announced her vice president. So I was leaning towards Shapiro from Pennsylvania, but for the past couple of weeks I've been seeing Governor Walz, and he been tearing everybody up. He been going so hard. And he is fun. He is. I can believe he was only 5 months. Look, I can believe he was only 5 months younger than Kamala. I was like, well, what happened? But okay. Yeah. But you know how we do. But anyway.
But he got a Nebraska background.
Oh yeah, he didn't move from Nebraska till he was grown.
I know. Yeah.
So he was grown. So he has a connection with the rural community. I just love yesterday. Did you watch it yesterday, Bip?
No, I was watching the Olympics.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he was so I'm gonna send it to you. He was just funny. He was just on point, and they had so much chemistry together. And that's what people have to understand. When you have somebody coming in saying that this is your number two, that
Right.
this is the person you want to lead a room, this is the person that you're gonna call at 3:00 in the morning. It can't be about what the polls say or somebody else say. It's about how you feel, and if that's somebody you can count on. I think she made a great choice. I think she made an amazing choice. He was out on the road today, tearing them up, and just the enthusiasm and excitement. Joy, you're a young person. What are the young people saying about Kamala Harris?
That we're voting. Blue hearts in the comments if y'all gonna vote for Kamala and the VP. I think is a great choice. I don't think there could have been anyone better.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited about the youth.
She gonna blow his ass out.
Yeah. She is.
And just the way, I mean, just and the stuff that they're attacking her on, the first thing that they came out is she don't like plastic straw. I mean, if that's what you got, man, that's bad. If that's your line, that she don't like plastic straws, then y'all need to debate. Y'all need to get some. Y'all need. I can't wait for the debate. They said he agreed to a debate yesterday, and Governor Walz said, I can't wait to debate JD Vance. And he said, if he get off the couch.
Okay.
Right. He said, if he get off the couch, I can't wait to debate him. I was like, okay. I am so ready for it. Well, we started late. I know, Bip, you go to sleep late, but I just want to thank you guys. You guys always have a great natural reaction. You guys are so animated. And the thing that I love about it is it's genuine. It's not nothing made up. Yeah. I don't call and ask them questions before the show. I called them to hit them up yesterday. Hey, can y'all do this? They was like, yeah. So y'all already know I'm trying to adjust this light because it got me looking like Trump over here. It got me looking like Trump. Let me turn the light down. Girl, it's like 5 lights on in here, y'all. Okay. Yeah. I'll take that. Y'all already know on this show, you guys are included as one of the special guests of the hottest podcast in the Midwest, the only podcast that shouts you out in real time and shout out and answer questions in real time. We have Joy Coleman and Ron Bip Coleman on the line. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all been on the show. Y'all have seen the show. Y'all know at this time in the show, this is the time to talk your shit. Now, on the Talk Your Shit segment, you get to talk about anything you want, whatever is on your damn nerves. Whatever is on your day, whatever you sick and tired of, you get the opportunity to just say that shit now. Any way you want it. It is not PC control. We're going to go with you first, Bip. What in the hell are you sick and tired of?
I'm tired of people always talking shit and ain't got nothing to show for it. They just want to talk. They just want to talk shit, and they ain't got nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. That you around them, they negative and always popping off, and ain't got nothing to show for it.
And they have no resolution for whatever they talking about. Don't have no resolution.
Right.
For whatever they talking about. Just talking.
Yeah. I love this segment though.
Joy said she just sent me a message, said she gotta go. One of my things that I'm sick and tired of is this really today. This weekend after the Bud Crawford fight. Just the expectations people have, unrealistic expectations, especially without doing research. Just like you said previously. You have to do your research. And I told you, I didn't do my research. So you have to do your research to figure out. And just like in football, what do? We don't just go and say, oh, this is who I like. Let's just like you said, betting with your heart and not your mind and doing your research. What we do, we say, oh, the game is in Buffalo. Look, the game is in Buffalo. Miami is going to Buffalo. Miami. Oh, it's 20 degrees in Buffalo. Yeah, Miami ain't going to perform like they normally do. So that's called doing your research, doing your due diligence. I'm sick and tired of people trying to attack Bud Crawford because you try to win a lot of money. the thing is, Bud is a hero for our state. Bud is a hero for the nation. He's the best boxer in the world, and he is from Omaha, Nebraska. He has done so many things for our community. Just like I had an all access pass at the I'm doing a little documentary thing. All access pass at his send off. He was so generous in everything. He was so generous in everything. Took pictures for hours with people and did all of that stuff. And that stuff can be taxing. That stuff can be taxing. But yet and still, y'all want to talk shit as if the man lost the fight. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. The man went in there. He fought. Israel changed his whole style of fighting. That took discipline. And it also took discipline for Bud to say, okay, he changed his shit up. Now I have to rethink and figure out how I'm gonna do it here. So quit talking, because I dare any of y'all to get in the ring with him. Y'all talking all that shit. I dare any of y'all to get in the ring with it. So stop talking shit about people who came through. He came through.
Right. Yes. Yes.
He came through, Bip. He didn't lose. He came through.
Indeed. Came through and took his belt.
And took it. The man looked like a Christmas tree with all them ornaments on. I'm just like, yeah. So I'm sick and tired of people with their expectations. I mean, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, because if somebody say they expect me to be 150 pounds in 5 months, then your expectation is unbelievable, because that's not going to happen. But if you bet that I can lose 10 pounds in 20 days, you might win. You might win.
Yeah.
So do your due diligence and do your research, because don't have no unrealistic expectations on somebody else when the expectations within yourself are minimum. And if you don't have the money to bet, if you don't have it to lose, don't bet.
Right.
Okay, Bip, what you got to say before you leave? If you since Joy is gone, if you got something else you need to talk your shit about, we'll give you another, because this is the funnest segment of the evening.
I mean, I just hope, when you see something that's legit, stand by it.
Right.
Because that's who Bud is.
Right.
That's who Bud is. He's legit. And as much as people want to knock anybody down, not just Bud, right? As much as people want to knock anybody down, right? This dude is legit, so stand with him. He representing us. And some of the people that he represents tearing him down.
Exactly. I mean,
and he representing us. So stand with him.
And tearing them down, and he won. Come on now.
Right.
Come on now. It's one more thing that I want to say. I'm sick and tired of these black men saying that they're voting for Trump. And when I say, well, what are you voting? What has he done for black people? It take them out. I mean, if you ask me what Joe Biden did, I can run off a plethora of shit. I can run off a plethora of shit in minutes. I can run off shit, tax breaks, EBT and food vouchers for the disenfranchised and the low impoverished people during the summer months, making sure every kid eat. I'm talking about the changing in the marijuana law, the prescription for insulin down to $35. I'm talking about the forgiveness of student loans, and we both know how much those cost. That's just the name of proof. Infrastructure, just so many things. Two minority judges, one Supreme Court judge, minority vice president. Come on, y'all. Come on. When they say, what have Trump done for black people? And if you say that damn ghetto ass stimulus check, because he didn't have shit to do with that. All he did was sign it and tell you that he gave it to you. He don't have the position. One thing the president don't have is governorship over money. They don't have governorship over money. The House has the money, the Senate is a law, and the president is the head of the state. So I'm gonna send you the video. Mark Fisher was the founder of Black Lives Matter in Rhode Island, not the official founder, in Rhode Island. Roland Martin tore his ass up. He said, well, why did you vote for Trump? I mean, he looked so dumb. Bip, he couldn't look at you. See how you look at me straight in my eye? And we ain't even in the same room. He did a lot for me. And I was like, first of all, you look like a damn idiot. Secondly, he ain't done nothing for you in your tax bracket. He ain't done shit for you in your tax bracket. If you're rich, yeah, then Trump definitely. If you're in the elite, then yeah, Trump did something for you. But as far as just regular people, commoner people, he ain't doing shit for us. He have no interest in that. But I want y'all to take a look at that video. I'm gonna send that to you. So I'm just sick and tired of people saying, yeah, he done a lot for black people. I mean, just tell me what he did, but don't have no answer.
Right.
Don't have no answer. You have to have a response. I can't say that my man did a lot for me, and they say, well, what did he do? He took me out to dinner last month. Hey, guess what? Do I look like I ain't ate? I eat every day. So taking me out to dinner last month ain't no biggie. One of the things he said is that he gave HBCUs $90 million in funding. But what he don't know, Bip,
it was a tax write-off.
But listen, no. He talking about as the president. Oh, you know, he ain't gave nobody shit. So what happened was that money was already in the budget when he became president. Guess how much he made it? Zero. He took the funding out.
Yeah.
So when people saw the leaders from the HBCs up in there, that is because he zeroed out the balance and that he wasn't giving them shit. And so when they went in there and made a funk, he gave them $90 million. That was throughout his whole presidency, and said, well, why do y'all have to come back every year? I just get it to you every year. So guess how much under Biden and Kamala Harris that they have given HBCU? $6.5 billion. $6.5 billion. And you bragging about this man giving $90 million across the entire map of HBCUs? I'm like, come on now.
Yeah.
I just got to make it make sense. I mean, if you make it make sense to me, then maybe I can listen to you. But it just ain't making sense, Bill.
Yeah. It got to make sense.
It got to make sense.
Well, got to make sense.
We had Joy Coleman live. Where's Joy at? Houston. She's international, so we ain't giving her location. Let's just say international. New Orleans. Joy be moving. I ain't mad at her. Joy will love traveling. We had Joy here. Her and her dad do frequent traveling. They love sporting events. They travel a lot. And so we're going to have them on again. They were live at the Bud Crawford fight in the VIP section. Joy is going to have to, I'm going to have to send her a message because I know she took 1,000 pictures, Ben. I know she did. So, okay, so I'm going to have to get with Joy about that. But I want to thank you again, Bip, for joining today. The insight and the information you gave, the education is always appreciative. We definitely love having you on here. I'm going to have you in as a co-host in the future. We're going to have to, probably in September, we're going to have to check your schedule out. You're going to have to come in and be a co-host with me.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. We can do it after the Nebraska-Colorado game.
Oh, yes. I'm going to go online and see. I'll call you, Bip, after we get off of here. I'm going to check and see if I can find some tickets. And if I can, I'll just put them on a card and then we'll just work that out. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in again. Sanji Allen, Jean Pendergrass, Samar, Denisa Coleman, Sanji Allen, Juanita Hayes, Shiffy Wallace. Thank you guys for tuning in. If I missed you, she said Walz also legalized marijuana in Minnesota, and he has free lunch and breakfast for all kids.
Right.
And he has universal health care in Minnesota for everybody. Now Now those are some accomplishments right there. So all right, Bill, you already know before you go to sleep, you got to do what? Blah, blah, blah. Stay woke.
All right. Stay woke.
We out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bip, I'll get with you on the tickets.